ॐ वाङ् मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्मयेधि वेदसमआणिस्थः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासि अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु भक्तारमवतु भक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। Om. May my speech be accorded with the mind. May my mind be accorded with the speech. O self-effulgent one Brahman, reveal thyself to me. May you both, speech and mind, be the carriers of the highest truth to me. May not all that I have heard depart from me. May I be able to join day and night through this study. I shall utter what is verbally true. I shall utter what is mentally true. May that Brahman protect me. May that Brahman protect the teacher. May that protect me. May that protect the teacher. Om. Peace, peace, peace be unto you all. Good morning. Just allow me to fix the volume of the microphone. I think it is a little bit not correct. Yesterday happened to be Swami Vivekananda's birthday, but we generally observe Tithi, which falls according to the position of sun and moon. So we will observe our Swami Vivekananda's special worship on 26th January at 3 p.m. in this hall. You are all welcome. So this morning I am going to speak on Swami Vivekananda's vision of practical philosophy of life. So the subject practical philosophy is a branch of philosophy. It developed in the beginning of the 19th century, when all the movements of existential philosophy and all other practical aspects of philosophy developed. So this practical philosophy, this branch, studies the ways to apply philosophical principles into life. It is not theoretical philosophy. Theoretical philosophy is the academic pursuit. But the practical philosophy says how the principles of philosophy can be applied in day-to-day life. And these are the values, the topics like values, norms, politics, art, human action, and evaluate the examines the fundamental aspect of philosophy, such as logic, knowledge, theory, metaphysics, etc. Why this aspect of practical philosophy came into my discussion? It is because that is the unique contribution of Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda brought the Vedanta philosophy, very inscrutable philosophical aspect, into the public forum, and he formulated how to apply it in our day-to-day life to solve our problems. That is the uniqueness of Swami Vivekananda. The aspects of practical philosophies are ethics and morality. Swami Vivekananda has a unique contribution. It's an immense contribution in the aspect of ethics and morality. Then the mindfulness and self-awareness. This is another aspect of practical philosophy. So mindfulness and self-awareness is connected with the Raja Yoga, what Swami Vivekananda himself wrote when he traveled in the United States in 1895. Then the problem solving, then resilience and the adaptability. All other things we can find in Vedanta, and Swami Vivekananda specifically made these principles practical. What is the practical aspect that Swami Vivekananda applied for day-to-day life? It is in two senses. And what is the speciality? You know, the major religions of the world, almost all religions of the world, they propagated the idea of this practical philosophy. If any philosophy is not practical, then it doesn't have any value in human life. It may be a good subject to discuss in the university. It may be a beautiful subject to teach in the classroom, but it is very difficult to accept by the human mind in day-to-day life. So as a result, all religions of the world, they propagate the practicality of their philosophical principles. But what is the speciality of Swami Vivekananda? Swami Vivekananda preached Vedanta. So Vedanta philosophy is the transcendental philosophy. What does it mean by transcendental philosophy? Generally, we can understand philosophy by our senses, by our intelligence, by our mind. So our knowledge, the means of our knowledge, are five senses, mind and intelligence. These are the means of our knowledge. But transcendental means, the means of knowledge are not these five senses, are not our intelligence, but beyond that. That is called transcendental. So transcend the region of five senses, mind and intelligence, and beyond that. So that is why it is said that Vedanta can be realized. In spirituality, it can be realized. And that realization is transcendental, not through our five senses. In our five senses, mind and intelligence, the knowledge that we gain through all these things are not we, separate from us. Try to think. The knowledge we gain from our five senses, through our five senses, through our mind, through our intellect, is different from us. Always it is different from us. Take the example. This is a table. I have the knowledge of table. How? Because I am watching this. I can feel this. So the means of the knowledge of this table are my five senses. The touch, the vision. If I hit it, it sounds. So the five means. And intelligence, mind, these are the five means to get the knowledge of this table. And table is not with me, it is different from me. So the knowledge we gain through our five senses, mind and intelligence, is always different from us, which is called objective knowledge. In technical language, it is called objective knowledge, which is different from us. But the knowledge gained by transcendental aspect, those are called subjective knowledge. Those are not different from us. Those are with us, identified with us. So that knowledge is called subjective knowledge. So Vedantic knowledge is the transcendental knowledge, is the subjective knowledge, completely with us. It is not through five senses. It is not different from us. Now, if a knowledge we cannot have through five senses, by our normal intelligence, by our mind, is it possible to gain that knowledge? Is it practical? Swamiji says, and all other scriptures authenticated that, yes, it is possible, it is practical. In this sense, the practical word Swamiji used in connection to Vedanta is very special. That transcendental knowledge we can have, and it is practical. It is practicable. That is the practical philosophy of Swami Vivekananda. Now there is another aspect of practical philosophy according to Swami Vivekananda. And that practical aspect is simple, the philosophy, the principles we can apply directly to our life. As for example, the morality. Take the first aspect, ethics and morality. So ethics and morality, what is that? Always speak the truth. It is the value, moral value. Truth is a moral value. And always speak the truth. It is the morality. All religions of the world, they propagated this teaching. Now here Swamiji raised the question. He raised the question that what do you mean by truth? Is it universal? The truth we are talking about, is it universal? And what is the basis of truth? If I ask who are sitting here in this hall, what do you think? What is the basis of truth? If you call a particular thing truth, what is the basis of that? Why do you call it truth? Thousands of people call it. It is because of that. Why are you calling it truth? Yes.
Has to be true at all times and all situations.
Is it true? Let me analyze this a little bit. So, if I ask you, why are you calling it truth? The answer is, yes, it is written in the scripture. The scripture is the basis of truth. One of the bases of truth. Scripture. Then the experienced people, our parents taught it. It is truth. Our teacher taught it. This is truth. So the experienced, veteran people, the teacher, the seniors, the experienced person, they are the basis of this truth. But do you think it is universal? The definition she gave, truth means irrespective of time, space, and causation. So, what does it mean? Do you think that all the scriptures of this world propagate the same truth? Then why this conflict? Why are there this so much religious conflict? It is not. Do you think that what is truth right now is truth after some time? What is truth here, that is the truth in other country? Yes, please.
Well, there's relative truth and absolute truth.
Okay. That is also one kind of answer, relative truth and absolute truth. If Vedanta propagates the oneness of existence, if there is oneness of existence, how this relative and absolute will come? Everything is one. So that is what Swami Vivekananda said. This is the practicality. Swami Vivekananda explained that. Yes. All others are not truth. Truth is one. If there is universal truth, then that should be one. And that is irrespective of time, space, and causation. Can you find any kind of truth which is one, which is irrespective of time, space, and causation? Swami Vivekananda said yes. And what is that? That is our consciousness. Individual consciousness. Now let us examine. Do you think your consciousness changes when you are here, you are your home, you are some country, traveling some country, your consciousness is changed? The same, you are there. Your body changes. When you were in your childhood and now you have the gray hairs, everything changes. But do you think your consciousness changes? You remain same. That has not changes. Okay, let us see. Now we are awakened. Now I can feel my consciousness. I know my consciousness is there, present, everything. But when I dream, do you think that same consciousness is there? Yes. Why? Because I can understand, I can recollect my dream. So in the deep sleep, do you think your consciousness is there? What is the proof of that? Yes, we say, I had a very good sleep. So how could I understand that I had a very good sleep. So time, space, consciousness is perfect. Then what about causation? What does it mean by causation? Causation means it has an effect. Every cause must has an effect. And when it has an effect, it will become two. So the consciousness is beyond cause. It is not the cause of anything. It's self-existence. So that is truth. Now, Swamiji made this aspect as the basis of his all theories. He made a huge edifice on the foundation of this truth, this principle. And that is his practical philosophy. What is the practical philosophy? There are two different concepts according to the personality of human being. The Eastern concept and the Western concept. The Western concept of the personality of human being is dichotomous or dichotomous. Body and mind. And according to the Vedanta, the personality of human being is trichotomous, three. Body, mind, and another entity which is called spirit, self, soul, Atman, which is eternal. Now, according to Vedanta, body and mind is changeable, relative. It is not truth. That means which is changeable is not truth. Truth is permanent because it is beyond time, space and causation. So which is beyond time, space and causation, it is permanent. It is eternal. So body, mind, you can understand easily. Body changes, mind changes. So body, mind is not eternal. So only eternal thing is the consciousness, which is Atman, which is spirit, self, whatever you call it. Now, Swami Vivekananda said that try to understand and realize this spirit, this third entity, which is called spirit Atman, neither body nor mind. You can use your body and mind, but try to understand and realize this third entity which is called spirit Atman, which is eternal, which is pure, which is self-proved. What does it mean by self-proved? No external evidence is required to prove that. How? If I ask you, are you alive? Weird question. But what will be the answer? Yes, I am alive. At night, when you were in deep sleep, were you alive? Yes, 100% I was alive. What is the proof? I know. No need of proof. I know I am alive. I was. No external evidence is required because you know. Whatever will be the situation, you know you are alive. So self-proved, self-effulgent. Now, the basis of Vedanta is to realize that one. And that is the fundamental thing Swamiji took. Swamiji brought out Vedanta from the clutches of inscrutable discussion, judgment of philosophical aspect to made it practical. Theoretical Vedanta, the masters of Vedanta like Shankaracharya, great masters of Vedanta, Shankaracharya, Ramanuja and all others, they only argued, discussed about the critical aspect of philosophy. Whether we would use this word or not this word. They argued years after years for this. But Swamiji said no. Brought it in the forum of the human being, in the public forum. He brought it. And then he said, realize this one. So according to him, which is morality? The work you are doing which helps you to realize this Atman is moral. Which do not help you to realize this Atman is immoral. What is sin? The act that helps you to realize this Atman is good work. What doesn't help you to realize this, that is sin. That is evil work. This fundamental aspect of Vedanta, Swami Vivekananda brought in the public forum. And this is Swami Vivekananda's practical philosophy of Vedanta. That is the baseline. That is the fundamental truth. Whatever we do, whatever we see, whatever we talk, everything, the main focus is whether these things are helping to realize ourselves. Yes, that is dharma. If not, that is adharma. What we are doing are only to realize that through bhakti, through jnana, through karma, through Raja Yoga, whatever. These are, all the four yogas are the means to realize that oneself. That absolute, that truth. That is Swami Vivekananda's practical philosophy. Apply it to your day-to-day life. Practice it, dream it, live in it. That is Swami Vivekananda's practical philosophy of life. Any question? And the practices that we do to realize that Atman is the spiritual practice. This act to realize that is the spiritual act. No scripture, no instruction, no rituals is required, no temple, nothing. Only when those help you to realize that is religious, that is spiritual. Yes, please.
So did Swamiji assume the fact that there is another set of work that is not aligned towards realizing one's consciousness, and that particular set of work which is not aligned or not aligned with dharma, let's say, so that exists. So he did assume that that exists, and also there is a line of work that exists that one might take up to align oneself to one's consciousness, which is the right kind of work. So the work which is not the right kind of work, does it exist in effect, or the other kind of work eventually channels into the right kind of work, or that can be aligned to the right kind of work by some action?
It's a very good question. It's a very good question. The question is that, so does it mean that there are two sets of works? One will not help you to realize yourself, and other will help you to realize yourself? Is it like that? No. Why? That is the philosophy of work that Swami Vivekananda also worked on it and preached on it. So what are the different aspects of this? Swami Vivekananda spoke on those things, and he developed his practical philosophy of life. So in two ways we can do it. Either we can change our attitude to include that in oneness of existence there is no two, everything is one. Everything is one. The next thing is, if everything is one, then all work if you go through the introduction of Swami Vivekananda's complete works in volume 1, written by Sister Nivedita, the last paragraph, the first few lines of the last paragraph, Nivedita says, if everything is one, there is no sacred and secular. Labor is to pray. Our work is the prayer. Renunciation is the worship. So there is no two sets of work. What we are doing, Swami Vivekananda said in another place, our life is a gymnasium. We are getting, Sri Ramakrishna said, Holy Mother said that this work, you are changing your attitude. This is, you can change your attitude and include that work as a spiritual work. How can you change your attitude? Holy Mother said that the sandalwood, only when you can rub it on a stone, then the fragrance will come out. So the interaction that you will have during your work, that interaction will give you the experience, and that interaction will turn you towards all our suffering, all our happiness are nothing but to turn your mind towards that oneness, that truth. Try to do it. The next aspect, that is, you are changing from yourself. The next aspect is the work is teaching him. Work will teach you. How is that? Everything is nothing but a cycle. What we are doing, instead of that we are receiving. So everything is a huge cycle. If you think very carefully, we are giving and we are receiving. Everything is the cycle. In Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, Evam pravartitam chakram. So we all are, by participating is this huge cosmic wheel. We are helping to rotate this wheel. We are giving, we are receiving. Whether you like it or not, whether you are participating or not, you have to do it. Sri Krishna says, even me, I do not sit without work for a single moment. So what is the work? Work is nothing but to cooperate, to rotate this wheel. If, Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, if you are not participating, if you are not giving to your part to rotate this wheel, you are a sinner. Very clearly, Sri Krishna says. So all work is spiritual because those are our participation to rotate this cosmic wheel. Whether you like it or not, you have to do it. You have to breathe, whether you like it or not. And that is a cycle. So all our contribution, willingly or unwillingly, And what we are receiving is only the giving and taking, this cycle. So that is another aspect of looking at work. And by this we are maintaining the harmony, the equilibrium. So meditation is another kind of maintaining harmony and equilibrium. In Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, Sthita Prajna, the qualities of man of steady wisdom is equilibrium. So if there is any imbalance, there will be problem. In your body, in the cosmos. So the yajna, the concept of yajna converted, Sri Krishna converted the concept of ancient yajna, the fire sacrifice, into this. In sacrifice, we are offering oblations and we are getting something. That is the replica. According to Sri Krishna, that is a kind of symbolic act. The worship, the same principle, has now come down into the physical worship. What we are doing here, we are offering and we are elevating. So this is also cycle. Thank you. Any question? Any quick question? We can conclude that. Let me conclude. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkham Apnuvat Sarvastarotu Durgani Sarvo Bhadrani Pashyatu Sarva Sadbuddhimapnotu Sarva Sarvatranandatu Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shantimapnuat Shantamucchete Bandebhyo Muktaschanyan Vimochayet. May all be happy. May all enjoy good health. May all see happy events. May all be freed from miseries. May all be freed from dangers. May all realize what is good. May all be actuated by noble thoughts. May all rejoice everywhere. May the wicked become virtuous. May the virtuous attain tranquility. May the tranquil be free from bondages. May the freed make others free. May the Supreme Spirit, the presiding deity of all sacred activities, be satisfied. For he being pleased, the whole universe feels satisfied. Om, peace, peace. Peace be unto you all. We have few announcements. The first one is, as usual, tea and coffee will be served in our Saradananda Hall, which will be followed by Prasad Lanchan. Then the next is, we do not have any lecture in this month, actually the Sunday lecture, because next Sunday is off. I will not be here. So there will be no lecture, no event actually on next Sunday. So the 26th, the following Sunday, will be Swami Vivekananda's worship here at 3 p.m. All are invited. So there will be no Sunday talk. 26th January. Sorry. So our next talk will be in February. The first Sunday, I think 2nd February probably will be our next talk. And as usual, you know that we are going to celebrate Swami Vivekananda's 125th anniversary. And actually, our inaugural program is knocking the door. It will be on 22nd February, Saturday, at the First Unitarian Church of Oakland. And I request you all, you can find all the flyers and the announcements on our website. I request you all, because it is our responsibility to broadcast this event. Swami Vivekananda came into the Bay Area. His influence is still the legacy. Actually, I have a talk this afternoon in Badrika Ashrama. I am going to speak there that Swami Vivekananda's legacy in the modern age. So what legacy we are still carrying, and we can make use. That is the important thing. So this legacy, we have to carry this legacy, and we have to get the benefit out of it. That is why Swami Vivekananda came in this Bay Area. So it is our privilege that we can participate and broadcast. So many people can be benefited. We don't know how people can benefit from this, from the teachings of Swami Vivekananda. I can explain you number of incidents, peculiar incidents by which people got the benefit from the teachings of Swami Vivekananda, from the writings of Swami Vivekananda. Amazingly. However, please broadcast this. I will request you, please get the flyers and everything from our website, download it, and please broadcast it to your own social channel, social media. Please do it. That this is going to happen in your Facebook, in your Instagram. This is what. And participate, attend those things. So there will be beautiful, lot of very good speakers are coming, and there will be interfaith talks. So that will be a huge, big gathering. From our side, Swami Chetanananda will be there, and Swami Sarvadevananda will be there from Hollywood Center and from St. Louis. So they are there, and all other very eminent speakers will be there from all major religions of the world, from Judaism, from Christianity, from Islam, from Buddhism, all others there. And obviously the Consulate General will also be there. So these are the program on 22nd at 2 p.m. from 2 to 5:30. And the most important thing is that in Oakland Church, why are we organizing this in First Unitarian Church? Because the same pulpit from where Swami Vivekananda delivered 8 lectures is there. The same chair that Swamiji used during his visit to the First Unitarian Church is kept there. So that is the added advantage and our privilege to go there and to attend there. Tell your friend, family and acquaintances to attend that program. Thank you. We have all other programs, the year-long program we have. Go and see all these things, but 22nd program is very important, And on this aspect, we have published a calendar. I would say this is not a calendar, actually the document. Swami Vivekananda came everything, all 365 days in 1900, 125 years ago. What Swamiji did, what Swamiji spoke, with whom Swamiji met, is everything is there. Plus, the list of Swami Vivekananda's lecture in the Bay Area is there. That is also there. So please collect it as a document. Thank you. I think these are the announcement I had. Yes, thank you.